Hello everyone and welcome back to another video from our channel Who Passed Today. In this video, we'll be highlighting American celebrities who have passed away today and in the last few days, along with other notable figures from around the world. Before we continue, we respectfully ask that you like this video to express your love and support. It has great meaning for us. Thank you. David H Souter, retired Supreme Court Justice. David H Souter, the ascetic bachelor and New Hampshire Republican who became a darling of liberals during his nearly 20 years on the bench, has died. He was 85. Souter died on Thursday at his home in New Hampshire, the court said in a statement Friday. John Roberts, the Chief Justice, said Souter, who retired from the court in 2009, brought uncommon wisdom and kindness to a lifetime of public service. Souter's retirement gave Barack Obama his first Supreme Court vacancy to fill. Obama chose Sonia Sotomayor, the court's first Latina justice. Souter was appointed by George H.W. Bush in 1990 and quickly dashed the expectations of the conservative right that had cheered his elevation. He was a reliably liberal vote on abortion, church-state relations, freedom of expression, and the accessibility of federal courts. Denise Alexander. Tributes have been pouring in following the death of General Hospital star Denise Alexander at the age of 85. The beloved soap icon was best known for playing Leslie Weber on the long-running TV series set in the fictional town of Port Charles, New York. She also earned critical acclaim for her role as Hunter Martin on Days of Our Lives. Alexander reportedly passed away on March 5th. Her cause of death is unknown. Tributes have been pouring in following the death of General Hospital star Denise Alexander at the age of 85. The beloved soap icon was best known for playing Leslie Weber on the long-running TV series set in the fictional town of Port Charles, New York. She also earned critical acclaim for her role as Hunter Martin on Days of Our Lives. Alexander reportedly passed away on March 5th. Her cause of death is unknown. Denise Alexander tributes have been pouring in following the death of General Hospital star Denise Alexander at the age of 85. Getty. The news was confirmed on Friday by General Hospital showrunner Frank Valentini, who paid tribute to her in a heartfelt post on X. "I am so very sorry to hear of Denise Alexander's passing," he wrote. "She broke barriers on screen and off, portraying Dr. Leslie Weber, one of the first female doctors on daytime television for nearly 5 decades. It meant so much to have her reprise her role in recent years, and I am honored to have had the opportunity to work with her. On behalf of the entire General Hospital family, I extend my heartfelt sympathies to her family, friends, and longtime fans. May she rest in peace." Jeff Sperbeck. Sperbeck died on April 30th from injuries sustained in the accident on April 26th in La Quinta, California. John Elway's longtime agent and friend Jeff Sperbeck died from accidental blunt head trauma, people can confirm. The Riverside County Coroner's Bureau determined Sperbeck's death was an accident and that the injury occurred when the passenger fell from the golf cart, the Riverside County Sheriff's Office told people on Friday, May 9th. The tragedy occurred when Sperbeck, 62, fell from a moving golf cart on Saturday, April 26th, in La Quinta, California. He was transported to a local hospital in critical condition, per a Riverside County Sheriff news release, before dying on Wednesday, April 30th, from head injuries sustained during the fall. Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco told the Denver Post on Friday, May 2nd, that law enforcement had found nothing that suggests any criminal activity occurred during the incident. "This appears to be a horrific accident," Bianco told the Post, noting that a couple of the people involved in the incident happened to be very high-profile celebrities. James Foley, a longtime Hollywood director who helmed 2 films in the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy, has died. The movie industry veteran passed away earlier this week after a battle with brain cancer, a rep confirms. Foley began directing in the middle of the 1980s with the feature film Reckless, before establishing himself as a music video director. bringing songs like Live to Tell, Papa Don't Preach, True Blue, and many more to the television screen. He directed a number of Madonna music videos. Foley gained international recognition when he took David Mamet's critically acclaimed play Glengarry Glen Ross to the silver screen, directing Al Pacino, Alec Baldwin, Kevin Spacey, and Jack Lemmon in the movie. Pacino received an Oscar nod for his role in the film. In more recent years, Foley gained acclaim for directing the movies 50 Shades Free and 50 Shades Darker. He also has credits for Billions, House of Cards, Hannibal, Perfect Stranger, Fear, and Twin Peaks. According to IMDb, Foley was developing a series about Ronald Reagan and Mikhail Gorbachev prior to his death. Unclear what will happen to that series now. Foley was 71. Brazilian actress Milena Brando, a rising young star known for her role on Netflix's Centonia, passed away on May 2nd at just 11 years old. Her parents, Tha and Louise Brando, shared that Milena began feeling unwell on April 24th, experiencing a severe headache, leg pain, and other symptoms. She was diagnosed with D9 fever, but her condition worsened, and she had to return to the hospital twice more, once after fainting at home. Faze explained that Milena started having 2 to 3 cardiac arrests per day with a total of 13 cardiac arrests. Doctors later told the family that Milena's brain had stopped functioning. Her parents described her as the light in our lives and said her happiness touched everyone around you. Milena's passing has left a deep impact on fans and those who followed her journey as they remember the bright young talent she was. Kirk Metis, best known for his role on MTV's Floor Bama Shore, has passed away at 33. Metis was part of the show's cast for all 4 seasons, becoming a fan favorite for his humor and charisma. His family had launched a GoFundMe campaign on May 1st to help cover medical expenses, sharing that Kirk was in the ICU battling necrotizing pancreatitis. Despite efforts to save him, he passed away the next day on May 2nd. Beyond Floor Bamba Shore 2017-2021, Kirk also appeared on shows like How Far Is Tattoo Far and Fear Factor, expanding his presence on reality TV. Tributes poured in from friends and castmates, including Cody Butts, who shared, "My heart is absolutely broken. I wish this was a bad dream. Thank you, Kirk, for giving me some of the best years of my life. I'll forever love you and cherish our friendship." Fans continue to honor Kirk's memory, reflecting on the joy and energy he brought both on and off screen. Charles "Charlie" Scales Jr., the beloved actor known for playing Thomas Horseface Pacusa on The Wire and Tony Soprano's high school football coach on The Sopranos, has passed away at 84. Scales died on May 1st after a long battle with Alzheimer's. Born in 1940, he grew up above his father's pool hall, entertaining locals with his quick wit and humor. After stepping away from acting to raise his family, he returned to the stage in the early 1990s and soon landed his first film role as a driver in Al Pacino's Two Bits, 1995. Over the next decade, Scales built an impressive career appearing in films like 12 Monkeys and Jersey Girl, and guest starring in hit TV shows including Homicide, Life on the Street, Law & Order, SVU, and Cold Case. His performances left a lasting impact on fans and colleagues alike. Remembered for his authenticity, warmth, and talent, Ruth Buzzy, the legendary comedian and actress who brought endless laughs as the unforgettable Gladys Ormfee on Laugh-In, has passed away at 88. Bowie died on May 1st, leaving behind a career filled with iconic moments in comedy. Known for wielding her purse as her signature prop, Gladys became a standout character on NBC's Laugh-In, which ran from 1968 to 1973. Ruth was the only cast member to appear in every season, earning a Golden Globe and 2 Emmy nominations for her hilarious performances. Beyond laughing, she made her mark on shows like The Carol Burnett Show, The Steve Allen Comedy Hour, The Dean Martin Show, and appeared in episodes of The Monkees, Emergency, Chips, Days of Our Lives, The Love Boat, and Sesame Street. Her film credits included The Apple Dumpling Gang, Rides Again, Freaky Friday, and Bad Guys. Ruth also shined on stage, appearing in the original Broadway production of Sweet Charity, cementing her legacy as a true entertainment icon. Priscilla Pointer, the acclaimed actress known for her roles in Carrie Dallas, and as the mother of actress Amy Irving, has passed away at 100. Pointer died peacefully in her sleep on April 28th, with Amy sharing that she hopefully ran off with her 2 adoring husbands and many dogs. Pointer began her career on stage, co-founding the San Francisco Actors Workshop with Herbert Blau, Beatrice Manley, and her husband, Jules Irving. Her breakthrough came in 1972 with a role on the daytime soap Where the Heart Is, followed by her film debut alongside Amy in Brian Dielma's 1976 adaptation of Carrie. Pointer's impressive career included roles in acclaimed projects like Blue Velvet, Looking for Mr. Goodbar, Ear, and many others. She shared 3 children with Jules, Amy, Katie, and writer-director David Irving, and later married actor Robert Simons after Jules's, passing in 1979. Her legacy lives on through her family and a body of work that touched generations of audiences. Jiggly Caliente, beloved star of RuPaul's Drag Race, has passed away at 44. Born Bianca Castro, Arabjo, Jiggly gained fame competing on Season 4 of the Emmy-winning drag competition, winning over fans with her unforgettable baked potato couture look on the apocalyptic couture runway. She returned for All-Star 6 in 2021 and became a permanent judge on Drag Race Philippines in 2022, continuing to inspire audiences worldwide. Beyond Drag Race, Jiggly showcased her acting talents with appearances in a 2018 Saturday Night Live sketch, guest spots on Broad City, and a recurring role as Veronica Ferocity on Ryan Murphy's Pose, where she brought heart and authenticity to the ballroom scene. Her impact on the drag community and pop culture will be remembered by fans, friends, and fellow performers. Lulu Roman, the beloved singer and star of the country variety show Hey Ha, has passed away at 78. Born Bertha Louise Hell in Dallas, Roman first found work as a go-go dancer before gaining national fame as a comedic actress on Hey Ha, debuting in the show's very first episode in 1969. Known for her hilarious characters and quick wit, she became a fan favorite. After facing personal struggles, including a 1971 arrest for drug possession, Roman found new purpose when she embraced Christianity in 1973. She returned to Hey Ha, winning hearts not only with comedy, but with her powerful gospel performances. Over her career, she recorded more than a dozen albums, sharing duets with legends like Dolly Parton and George Jones. Her contributions earned her a Dove Award in 1985 and an induction into the Country Gospel Music Hall of Fame in 1999. Roman's credits also included Hey Ha Honeys, The Love Boat, and Touched by an Angel. In 2019, she shared her journey in her memoir, This Is My Story, This Is My Song, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, faith, and music. Lar Park Lincoln, the actress best known for her roles as the scheming Linda Fairgate on Knots Landing, and Tina Shepard in Friday the 13th, Part 7. The New Blood has passed away at 63. Lincoln died on April 22nd, though no cause was given. Throughout her career, she built an impressive resume with appearances in popular TV shows and movies, including Beverly Hills, 90210, Hunter, Highway to Heaven, Freddy's Nightmares, and Murder, She Wrote. She joined Knots Landing in 1987, remaining on the show until 1991, while Friday the 13th, Part 7 brought her horror icon status after its 1988 release. Beyond acting, Lincoln spent years on QVC and dedicated herself to mentoring new actors. She founded Actors Audition Studios and wrote Get Started Not Scammed, helping guide aspiring performers through the entertainment industry. Her legacy lives on through her memorable roles and her commitment to uplifting the next generation of actors. Will Hutchins, the actor best remembered for starring as Tom Brewster on the 1950s western Sugarfoot, has passed away at 94. Hutchins died of respiratory failure on April 21st, closing a remarkable chapter in classic Hollywood history. A Warner Bros. Contract player, he charmed audiences with his portrayal of the mild-mannered law student turned reluctant hero while also playing his mischievous cousin, the Canary Kid, in several episodes. Hutchins later appeared alongside Elvis Presley in Spine Out 1966 and Clambake 1967, adding to his big screen legacy. His career also included playing Dagwood Bumstead in the 1968-69 TV adaptation of Blondie and a final film role in the Romantics 2010 with Katie Holmes. After leaving Hollywood in 1981, Hutchins embraced a new adventure as a circus ringmaster and clown, showing the same playful spirit he brought to his acting. His contributions to television, film, and entertainment will be fondly remembered by fans across generations. Pope Francis, the historic first Latin American leader of the Roman Catholic Church, has passed away at 88. He died on April 21st, just one day after delivering a final blessing to thousands gathered in St. Peter's Square on Easter Sunday. Born Jorge Mario Bergoglio in Buenos Aires, Argentina, on December 17, 1936. Francis made history in 2013 as the first pope from the Americas, the first Jesuit pope, and the first non-European pope in over 1,200 years. During his 12-year papacy, Francis was known for his progressive voice, often challenging traditional views by advocating for environmental action and greater inclusion of same-sex couples and transgender individuals within the church. Throughout his tenure, he connected with Hollywood stars like Martin Scorsese, Whoopi Goldberg, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Leonardo DiCaprio, George Clooney, Mark Wahlberg, and Angelina Jolie. In 2016, he became the first pope to appear in a feature film with a cameo in Beyond the Sun. His life and mission were also captured in documentaries such as Pope Francis, A Man of His Word 2018, Francesco 2020, and in Vaggio, The Travels of Pope Francis 2022, leaving behind a powerful legacy of faith, dialogue, and change. British actor Damien Thomas, best known for his role as Count Karnstein in the cult classic Twins of Evil, has passed away at 83. Thomas died on April 18th at Salisbury Hospice in Wiltshire, England, from progressive supranuclear palsy. His unforgettable portrayal in the 1971 horror film made him a fan favorite, but his career spanned decades across film and television. Thomas appeared in notable projects, including the 1983 TV miniseries Jenner, The Epic Shogun 1980, Roman Polanski's Pirates 1986, and the acclaimed drama Never Let Me Go 2010, among many others. Beyond his screen work, Thomas was celebrated for his versatility and dedication to his craft. He is survived by his wife Julia, his children Dom, Ma, and Phoebe, and stepchildren Kirsty, Hannah, and Gabe. As admirers reflect on his lasting contributions to film and television, Wink Martindale, the iconic radio and television personality best known for hosting beloved game shows like Tic-Tac-Toe and Gambit, has passed away at 91. Martindale died on April 15th, leaving behind a remarkable legacy in entertainment. He began his career as a radio disc jockey before landing his first game show hosting role on NBC's What's This Song in 1964, followed by Words and Music and CBS's Gambit. His greatest success came with Tic-Tac-Dough, which he hosted from 1978 to 1985, solidifying his place as one of the most recognizable faces in game show history. Martindale also hosted and produced other popular shows, including Headline Chasers, High Rollers, The Last Word, The Great Getaway Game, Trivial Pursuit, Debt, and Instant Recall. His passion for radio never faded with memorable stints at stations like KGLAM, KKGFM, KJQI, KMPC, and KABC, as well as shows like Your Hit Parade, Music of Your Life, 100 Greatest Christmas Hits of All Time, and The History of Rock and Roll. In later years, he even made appearances on The Howard Stern Show, leaving an unforgettable mark on both radio and television audiences. Patrick Adarte, the actor known for standout roles in The King and I, Flower Drum Song, and MASH, has passed away at 82. Adarte died on April 15th, leaving behind a memorable legacy in film, television, and theater. He first gained attention in the original 1952 stage production of The King and I alongside Ulla Brinter, playing one of the royal children. When the musical was adapted for the big screen in 1956, Adarte returned, this time portraying Prince Chulalongkorn. He also starred in the Broadway production of Flower Drum Song in its 1961 film adaptation. On television, Adarte is best remembered as Ho Jan, the Korean orphan in MASH, winning hearts with his recurring role on the beloved series. He also appeared in the classic Brady Bunch Hawaiian Vacation episodes, as well as guest spots on shows like It Takes a Thief, Ironside, Bonanza, Hawaii 5-0, and K-Jack. His versatile performances continue to be cherished by fans across generations. Sophie Naida, the former child actor who appeared in films like Mammoth and Noah, has passed away at 24. Naiu, leaving behind a body of work that showcased her talent from a young age. She landed her first film role at just 6 years old, starring in the title role of the 2006 drama Bella. She went on to play the daughter of Michelle Williams and Gail Garcia Bernal in Lucas Moody's 2009 drama Mammoth, and the daughter of Enid Graham and Michael Cullen in Noah Baumbach's Margot at the Wedding alongside Nicole Kidman. No worked with stars like Jessica Alba in An Invisible Sign and James Franco in Shadows and Lies. Her TV appearances included a 2007 episode of Law and Order and a 2015 appearance as herself on What Would You Do?, marking her final screen credit. Her performances continue to be remembered by fans and colleagues who admired her early contributions to film and television. Jean Marsh, the acclaimed actress and co-creator of the groundbreaking PBS drama Upstairs, Downstairs, has passed away at 89. Marsh died on April 13th from complications of dementia, her close friend, filmmaker Michael Lindsay Hogg, confirmed to the New York Times. Best known for her role as Rose, the devoted head parlor maid, Marsh captivated audiences on Upstairs, Downstairs, a series often credited as paving the way for shows like Downtown Abbey. The show aired from 1974 to 1977 in the U.S. And in 1975, Marsh won the Emmy for Outstanding Lead Actress in a Drama for her performance. Before her breakout role, she spent over 2 decades acting in smaller projects. Following Upstairs, Downstairs, Marsh made memorable guest appearances on beloved series, including The Waltons' Doctor Who and Murder, She Wrote. Her final credited role came in 2022 with the Disney Plus series Willow, closing a remarkable career that left an indelible mark on television history. Ted Kotcheff, the acclaimed Canadian filmmaker behind First Blood and Weekend at Bernie, has passed away at 94. Kotcheff died on April 10th, leaving behind a career that spanned television, film, and theater across multiple countries. Born in Toronto to Bulgarian immigrant parents, he began directing TV programs at the Canadian Broadcasting Corporation before expanding his career in the UK, where he directed both television and theater. His breakout year came in 1971 with 2 landmark projects, the critically acclaimed Wake and Fright, a film that competed at the Cannes Film Festival, and Edna, the Inebriate Woman, a TV production that earned him a BAFTA TV award. In Hollywood, Kotcheff directed hit films like Fun with Dick and Jane with Jane Fonda and George Segal and North Dallas 40 starring Nick Nolte. His most iconic work came with 1982's First Blood, introducing Sylvester Stallone's John Rambo to the world and launching a blockbuster franchise. In 1989, he struck comedy gold with Weekend at Bernie, a cult classic that led to a sequel. Kotcheff also left his mark on television as executive producer for the first 13 seasons of Law and Order. Special Victims Unit, solidifying his legacy across genres and generations. Val Kilmer, the acclaimed actor known for unforgettable roles such as Iceman in Top Gun, Batman in Batman Forever, and Jim Morrison in The Doors, passed away on April 1st from pneumonia at the age of 65. His daughter, Mercedes Kilmer, confirmed the news to the New York Times, sharing that the actor had been diagnosed with throat cancer in 2014, but had later recovered. Kilmer's career spanned decades, earning him recognition for his intense performances and versatility across film and theater. He became a beloved figure in Hollywood, admired not just for his talent, but for his resilience and passion for the craft. His portrayal of larger-than-life figures brought depth and nuance to each role, making a lasting impression on audiences worldwide. Val Kilmer, in a lifetime as an artist, created work that touched so many in so many mediums, said his Top Gun co-star Anthony Edwards in a statement to People. Kilmer's legacy lives on through the stories he brought to life and the inspiration he gave to future generations. Johnny Tillotson, the beloved singer behind the 1960s classic Poetry in Motion, passed away on April 1st at the age of 86, following complications related to Parkinsonism. The news was confirmed by his wife, Nancy Tillotson, who shared a moving tribute on social media the following day. Someone said that sometimes right in the middle of an ordinary life, you get a fairy tale. "The day I met him, I got mine," she wrote. He was funny, generous, and kind, a gentleman through and through. Tillotson's smooth voice and heartfelt lyrics earned him a devoted fan base during the golden era of pop music, and his influence continued to resonate with audiences for decades. Nancy also reflected on Johnny's deep appreciation for his supporters. He loved and was grateful to his fans. As he once said, "They made every dream I ever had come true." Once again, on his behalf, I say thank you for that. Tilson leaves behind a timeless musical legacy that continues to inspire. Vittorio Pierbazzari, a professional bodybuilder and actor known for his role in the Netflix series Dogs of Berlin, has died at the age of 44. The news was first shared by his close friend, director Sai Ibrahim, who posted a heartfelt message on Instagram on April 1st. Ibrahim said he was completely thrown off track upon learning of Pierbazzari's passing the day before. While no official cause of death has been released, Ibrahim suggested that Pierbazzari may have suffered a heart attack while working out at the gym. Pierbazzari was widely respected for his dedication to fitness and his commanding screen presence. His performance in Dogs of Berlin showcased not just physical strength, but a deep intensity that left a mark on viewers. Friends and fans alike are mourning his sudden loss, remembering him as a passionate, driven individual who gave his all to every pursuit. His legacy as both an athlete and performer will be deeply missed. Jay North, forever etched in the hearts of generations as the wide-eyed, slingshot-carrying Dennis the Menace, passed away peacefully on April 6, 2025 at his home in Lake Butler, Florida. He was 73. His passing followed a long and quiet battle with colon cancer. It was Jeannie Russell, his lifelong friend and former co-star, who shared the news. Jay was a deeply sensitive soul, she said, who never fully recovered from the pressures of childhood fame. But he never stopped caring for others. Born in August 1951 in Hollywood, North found himself in front of cameras before most children had started school. By the age of 8, he had become a household name through the beloved CBS series Dennis the Menace, 1959 to 1963. The show's lighthearted portrayal of suburban mischief brought warmth and laughter to millions. Yet, behind the charm of Dennis Mitchell was a boy navigating the heavy burden of early stardom, something Jay would later speak about with honesty and vulnerability. As the spotlight faded, North stepped away from acting, served in the U.S. Navy, and eventually worked as a correctional officer in Florida. Far from the cameras, he built a life rooted in service and resilience. He also used his own experience to advocate for young performers, partnering with groups like A Minor Consideration to support child actors facing challenges he knew all too well. The tributes that followed his passing were tender and sincere. "Jay was a wonderful person," said John Prost of Lassie, "and I miss him with all my heart." Angela Cartwright offered, "Life wasn't always kind to you, Jay, but I hope you're now the pirate you always dreamed of being." For so many, Jay was more than just a face on television. He was part of their childhoods. If Jay North was a part of your memories, what episode or moment still brings a smile to your face? Share it below and help us honor the boy who grew up in front of us and taught us that even mischief can come with a kind heart. Dick Van Dyke has spent more than 7 decades bringing laughter, music, and lightness to audiences across the world. From a young man in a small Midwestern town to one of the most cherished entertainers in American history, Van Dyke's journey is a story of resilience, dedication, and an unyielding love for life. Born on December 13, 1925 in West Plains, Missouri, Van Dyke's early career began in radio and television, but it was his role in Broadway's Bye Bye Birdie that first drew national attention. His portrayal of Albert Peterson earned him a Tony Award, showcasing his natural charisma and effortless command of the stage. This success opened the door to television, where he would soon become a household name. In 1961, the Dick Van Dyke Show premiered, and it wasn't long before the series became a staple in American living rooms, as Rob Petrie. Van Dyke brought a refreshing combination of intelligence, clumsiness, and heartfelt humor. His on-screen partnership with Mary Tyler Moore was warm and believable, capturing the subtleties of married life with a humor that resonated widely. Over 5 seasons, the show earned critical acclaim and numerous Emmy Awards, forever changing the landscape of American sitcoms. But it was perhaps Mary Poppins in 1964 that lifted Van Dyke into the hearts of a global audience. His portrayal of Bert, the lively chimney sweep and street entertainer, was brimming with warmth, mischief, and boundless energy. Although his Cockney accent was far from perfect, a point Van Dyke himself has often laughed about, it did nothing to diminish the joy he brought to the screen. The character of Bert remains one of the most beloved in cinema history, embodying the spirit of optimism and kindness that Van Dyke himself lives by. Not content to be confined to one role or medium, Van Dyke continued to expand his career. He starred in Chitty Chitty Bang Bang 1968 playing Caractacus Potts, a loving father and whimsical inventor. He later took on roles in Dick Tracy 1990 and the Night at the Museum series, demonstrating an ability to connect with new generations without ever losing the core of what made him special. In recent years, Van Dyke was honored with a Creative Arts Emmy Award for his special Dick Van Dyke 98 Years of Magic, a celebration of his enduring contributions to entertainment. This accolade joins his long list of awards, including multiple Emmys, a Grammy, and a Tony, reflecting a lifetime dedicated to bringing joy to others. Yet what truly sets Van Dyke apart is not just his talent, but his approach to life. Even today, he continues to exercise regularly, attributing much of his vitality to stretching, yoga, and staying physically active. In interviews, he has often emphasized the importance of daily movement and maintaining a positive mindset, even in the face of life's inevitable challenges. His cheerful spirit and zest for living are visible not just in his work, but in the way he carries himself every day. His marriage to Arlene Silver, whom he wed in 2012, is another testament to his belief in the power of love and companionship. Despite a significant age difference, their relationship is marked by mutual respect, laughter, and shared passions. Van Dyke has often credited Arlene for helping to keep his spirits high and his outlook bright. Family has always remained central to Van Dyke's life. Throughout the ups and downs of fame, he has maintained close bonds with his children, valuing the simple joys of connection and support over the trappings of celebrity. His humility, both in public and private life, has endeared him even further to those who admire him, not just for what he has achieved, but for who he is. When reflecting on his legacy, Van Dyke often speaks with characteristic modesty. He does not seek grand monuments or tributes. Instead, he hopes to be remembered as someone who brought a little more laughter into the world. A wish that by all accounts he has already fulfilled beyond measure. Beyond entertainment, Van Dyke has also shown quiet acts of resilience. He has faced health challenges with determination, and even in times of personal difficulty, he has leaned on humor and movement to find his way forward. His decision to stay in his cherished Malibu home during natural adversities, while risky, speaks to his deep-rooted love for stability and place. Perhaps the most remarkable thing about Dick Van Dyke is the way he has aged, not with bitterness or fear, but with an openness to joy and a profound sense of gratitude. His laughter has not only filled stages and screens, but has also offered comfort and lightness to those navigating their own journeys through life. If Dick Van Dyke's story teaches us anything, it is that age need not be a barrier to happiness, that kindness outlasts accolades, and that a joyful heart remains the greatest legacy anyone can leave. We would love to hear from you. Which Dick Van Dyke moment brings the biggest smile to your face? How has his laughter and warmth touched your life? Please share your memories in the comments and don't forget to like this video if you believe that laughter truly is timeless.